Out of London's most deprived areas has emerged what some media are calling the most exciting phenomenon in British urban music, grime. It draws influence from hip-hop, electronic music, dancehall and more. Kano, Scorcher and Ghetto are among a handful of artists broken through to the mainstream. However, some critics are condemning grime, calling it a breeding ground for violence. Guns, knives and gangs are among some of the things now associated with the UK hip-hop scene. It has sparked condemnation from community leaders and the Metropolitan Police, leading politicians to respond.
We need the music industry to understand that profiting from violent and homophobic lyrics isn't just morally wrong, it's socially unacceptable.
He's a big man, does what he wants. He's a bad man, doesn't respond. Where is he going? What's he gonna be? Watch what happens.
Those involved in grime offer a different perspective.
Hip-hop to me represents the struggle, the life, like what we go through. We use that to get, how shall I say, get our point across on what's going on in life and on the streets, you know.
It depends on the individual that listens to the music, and it depends, it's really the same as computer games, lack of education at home. It's the same thing that ends up with violence. At the end of the day, it's about the individual. The individual can listen to a CD, go out and want to be what the people's talking about on the CD.
There's a lot of positive as well as negative, but people like to portray the negative and blame it on the negative. It's easy to do that.
I say the police use music as an excuse to basically put us down. There's a lot of people that make positive music, it doesn't get anywhere. The media promotes itself negative music. Instead of playing someone that's rapping about peace and love, they'll play someone like 50 Cent, get rich or die trying.
The combination of liquor and chronics got me fading, drifting into the abyss till I awaken, forsaken by devastation leads to elevation. So I ascend with a pen and pursue my extrication, meditating over Everest levitating. It takes a while but I'm patient throughout my preparations. Yo, R2S.
I got you wondering, you're in more than two minds. Used to be behind, now you're pissed that I flew by. Come like a new light, sitting in my crib, about to build a grade up. So relaxed, feels like I'm sitting in Jamaica. Chicks giving sly looks, I'm thinking I will take her.
In lyrical, I'm caught in the middle, building figures, tearing competition, vision, these enterprise positions, hustlers living. My lyrics are gifted and fitted, more than business, to the visions uplifted. That peace, stand thinking, they something missing. Who's building bridges, not our fingers lifted. We money driven, deliver our futures built, we live in. Our colours vivid like the liquid in the night.
I've grown up listening to grime, garage, whatever it is, hip hop. Some of the grimiest hip hop ever, or they're saying wickedness. I know I haven't been to prison, I haven't stabbed no one, I haven't shoot no one. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I've been involved in your 1 and 2 little tiffs, but that's all of us, you know what I'm saying?
3-time MOBO nominee DJ 279 is a key figure within the hip-hop scene. We caught up with him at his Choice FM studio.
I think that at the end of the day, the grime music is something that the younger ones kind of like, and there's a lot of energy in it, and there's a lot of, you know, stuff in the street, etc. But I think sometimes people just look for something to blame. You know, you always ask yourself the question, which comes first? Which comes first? Grime or violence? Clearly, it's not grime. So I think a lot of people on those records, if they do talk about the street, they just talk about what they're going through, what they see, what they hear about, how they feel. And that's what rap music's always done, really.
Clearly, the vast majority of the grime audience are able to enjoy the genre without adverse effect. Yet, concerns about the genre are legitimate. Whilst teens do not acquire weapons as a direct result of listening to violent music, extensive exposure to negative images can play a part on the psyche of hip-hop's most vulnerable listeners. Until the main causes of deprivation are tackled, the correlation between hip-hop and violence will remain, and critics will continue to see the genre as a breeding ground for violence.
Would you come? Would you run? Would you hide? Would you jump? But the top is where you make it to the bread, not the crumbs. Got yas in the brain because the only way is up. Time's up. Now